Hi guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you some varieties of croton that I have in my garden. This is the Iceland variety, or they're called Mrs. Iceland. This one appears when the leaves get older to show more pinks than reds. It's very pink and some reds are in, but mostly pink, and it's really beautiful. She's slow growing, and so she's a little uh, short at the moment, but really beautiful. Crotons are natively from Southeast Asia, like Indonesia and Malaysia. And so here at home, I do have a few of the varieties. So that was Mrs. Iceland. Coming across now to my Zanzibar Croton, and in direct sunlight it gives some beautiful reds and oranges and greens. Look at this beautiful red leaf as you're seeing now, really beautiful and red, and uh, the greens are on the underside of the leaf with some speckles of red as well. When they're extremely young, then it shows up as just yellow and green. But as the leaves age, that's when the beauty actually comes through in the plants. I have the banana variety, and it's also slow growing, and it's going to be petite, but I don't know why I planted her there, but she's there, and um, she has some amount of shade from my mint, which is here. Another day I'll give you a tour to look at the mint in the garden. I do have one that I'm not quite sure of its name just yet, so if you are aware of this particular variety, and it has a unusually rounded shape leaf, if you can see, but I'm not quite sure. And if you're listening in the background, you're hearing the birds singing, and oh my gosh, beautiful songs daily that I have. And they're here. I have another variety as well, and this little one here, the leaves are actually young, I should say, at the moment. If you look at the older leaf, then again you're seeing the colors come in, and this appears to be the Petra Croton. Just from the color, veining, and shape of the leaf, I would say that is that. Again, this croton, I'm not quite sure of its name, but it is as beautiful as well. And if you notice, again, when they're coming in and a little young, the leaves show up as just green and yellow. But as they age, the colors, the magnificent colors, come shining through. Again, I'm not quite sure of the name of this one, but it's a different variety. If you know the name, you can let me know in the comment section. Zanzibar, and if you notice, it's the same, from the same plant, but the colors under the shade shows up a little bit darker, and you're seeing more of a purple variety now than you would have seen with the brighter reds and oranges that show up in the sunlight. But the same Zanzibar. And again, this seems to be the Petra variety, and I have that. And then to these magnificently large leaf croton. This is, or it's shaped like the oak leaf croton, and beautiful reds here. And again, when the leaves are pretty much young, you're seeing them show up as just yellow and green. But as they get older, and this, my friends, reminds me, or is, the Florida croton. And as it ages, you're seeing more oranges and reds coming through in the veining. And this one is just getting older, so you can tell the age of the leaves by the colors that you see. And I have some gold dust. Oh my gosh, beautiful. So this gold dust, the leaves are a bit elongated and longer than this particular variety of the gold dust. And I also have another gold dust here. This seems to be from the Zanzibar variety, but if you notice, the leaves actually give a curling effect here. So sorry about that, but you have a curling effect there on that one. So crotons, some variety may grow from 3 to 6 feet. Other varieties may grow between 7 to 8 feet. Some remain very short or petite in how they look, but today was my showing you my crotons from the garden. And of course, if you look here, another Zanzibar in the garden, and if you can see just the magnificence of them facing full sun all day, then the leaves show up a little differently than they do when they're in the shade. So I hope you enjoyed my short video today on the crotons in my garden, and we will talk some more about some other plants that I have. Again, guys, I do hope it lifted your spirits, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.